Hey there, everyone. Professor Kelsey here. This is a quick video to walk you through our virtual syllabus and our Canvas page. So you can find this virtual syllabus in the welcome email that I sent out or on our Canvas home page or under the syllabus tab. So it'll take you here to the home page of our virtual syllabus. This is sort of like those normal document syllabi that you might be used to seeing that list information about the class, the assignments, the grading policy, etc. But it's in a little bit more of an easy to navigate format here. So this is our home page. It'll offer some videos for you to meet and learn more about me, this video about our class structure, and then a little bit about the course, growth mindset. It'll link you right here to our Canvas course, which we'll also look at. You'll learn some about me. And then here's some helpful information at the bottom. My email address and student resources, and then my Zoom link is here for you as well for Zoom office hours. You'll also find that on our Canvas page. So more important information on here, you'll have an overview of the course here under course overview, as well as all the other stuff that you need to know. So kind of general course expectations, when things are going to be due, what the expectations are for showing up and participating in the course, what you can expect from me as we go through the next 8 weeks, the learning objectives, information on how to access Canvas, which we're going to look at in a minute, the attendance policy, which is actually really important to know here because there is a mandated attendance policy for online classes. So you do have to do some work within the first week of the class in order to stay enrolled, in order to have been considered as shown up for the class. So if you don't do any work, it's sort of like never coming to the first week of class, in which case the instructor has to drop you from their class roster. So doing some work the first week, whether that's a quiz, a discussion board, an assignment, etc., will show that you participated in the course and you can officially stay enrolled. Hopefully you're just going to do all the work the first week to start off strong, but at least one thing will keep you in the class. If you don't do any work the first week, unfortunately, you will have to be dropped from the course. Other kind of general information, info about academic integrity that's important here, disclaimer for any exercise or movements that we'll be doing, and then some useful information for student support services, disability services, anything else you might think you need to know. I'll take you to this web page really quick. Typically, you could access things on campus like counseling services or food insecurity services that are difficult to access right now while we're remote. So you can use that link to find information on everything you need, from admissions to the career center to counseling, figuring out your degree path and programs, evaluations, DSPS if you think you have any accommodations that you need for learning or assessments or testing. And please certainly let me know about those. Online learning resources, everything you think you might need, student health services, including student mental health services, which we'll talk a lot more about next week. Anything you think you might need in terms of scaffolding to support your success as you go through this class and other classes, while we're virtual, you should be able to find there. Okay, so let's go back here. There's a strategies for success page. This offers some tips and tricks for my class and for your online classes in general, as well as for your overall health and well-being while you're doing work online. It's been a tough year for everyone. It's difficult to be stuck on our computers a lot of the time. So this offers some strategies that will help, and we'll dive more deeply into these topics as we go throughout the semester. This page is important. It offers some class etiquette and expectations, especially for things like assignments, discussion boards, how we're all expected to behave and to treat one another in those spaces, and then communication expectations from me and you. So this is just going to give you a clear guideline of when you can expect to hear from me in general, how I'll be sending out regular emails weekly, typically on Mondays, outlining what's happening for the week. That encourages you to please check your email regularly to stay up to date with these things. And then also when and how soon you can expect to hear from me when you send me an email, whether it's on the weekdays or the weekends, and at what specific time you can expect responses. It details a little bit about office hours and how to set additional office hours if you need those as well. The assignments and grading tab breaks down the percentages of what your grade is going to be based on and gives a little bit of information on those. You'll find a detailed listing of all of your assignments on Canvas, which we'll look at in the next video. So this offers an overview of the weight towards each thing. So you'll see that your 4 major assignments, this is going to be applying the information learned in the course to your life and reflecting on those experiences. That's going to be the biggest chunk of your grade. You have a discussion board each week, which will be the next biggest chunk. This is a way for you to connect with each other. Often students use the discussion boards by typing. You can also use the audio and video features that I'll show you on those in another video to share your responses as well. So it doesn't just have to be writing. That can kind of spice things up a little bit when we feel like we've done a lot of forced written discussions. Hopefully all the topics are fun, interesting, and relevant to you. There's a quiz each week. It's a really brief 10-question quiz on the material covered each week. This is not an assessment heavy class. And the reason that I don't do any formal exams is because I don't want you to just memorize numbers and statistics and the numbers that you need for healthy cholesterol or the guidelines for healthy fasting blood glucose levels. Those things are relevant to know, but I'd rather you understand how you can achieve those things and apply them to your own life and reflect on those experiences. So the quizzes each week are on any of the material covered that week, recorded lectures, videos, or readings. And they're just designed to kind of help keep you on track with the material. So it's a way to encourage you to make sure that you're watching and reading all the material each week, and then to kind of assess, have I watched it all? Have I read it all? Do I need to go back and do any further digging? You have self-assessments most of each week as well, which are short, typically quizzes or assessments on whatever the topic is that week. So you'll look at your wellness as a whole this first week and figure out what areas you could boost a little bit and what areas you're really crushing it with already. You'll look at things like your love languages and your heart health and your usage and experience with things like alcohol and marijuana. You'll look at your knowledge around birth control options. You'll look at your exercise and eating habits. You'll look at your environmental impact. You'll get a chance to assess your implicit biases around different areas that are of interest to you. So these are kind of designed to be fun. Typically, you'll just take a screenshot of your results or you'll write a brief reflection on your results. These shouldn't take you a lot of time. They should just give you some insight into your own well-being. And then you'll have 2 opportunities for personal reflections midway through and at the end of the semester to reflect on the concepts that you have felt have impacted you the most and how you're using them to improve your health. That's an overview of the assignments and what you can expect over the next 8 weeks. And then this course schedule here will give you a detailed outline of what we're doing each week. I highly recommend you print this out, you save this page, you do something with it to keep you on track. This is exactly what to expect every week. So you have the topic for week 1, all of the content that you need to take in. So this is kind of the stuff that you would typically do in class. So this will be like the lecture and then any associated readings or videos for you, all broken down in what videos you'll be, or what lectures you'll be watching, what things you'll be reading, and what videos you'll be viewing. All of these are available for you in the module as we go week by week. So you'll want to do all of these things first, review this material, and then the things to do category are your deliverables, your action steps. So these will often involve 4 things most weeks. You'll have a discussion board, a self-assessment, a quiz, and then usually an assignment or some other kind of extra credit opportunity. There's an extra credit opportunity about every other week. So typically 4, sometimes there's 3, there may be a 1 or 2 weeks where there's 5, but you often have 4 deliverables. So what you can do is you can walk through this each week and see what are the things that I will view and what are the things that I will do this week. And this will start to become familiar, sort of the pattern of what I'm reviewing and what I am doing each week. This is the easiest way to stay on track. If this is not useful for you, you can also just follow the modules in Canvas, and everything that you need to view and do is available for you that week. So that's it for this brief video. The next one is going to walk you through how to use Canvas and what our shell looks like. Thanks.